Good morning, good people. This is Lee Craft, the host of the What If Podcast. Today's show is about it's a terrible thing to live in fear. I know you're probably asking yourself, Lee Craft, what do you mean live in fear? Look, fear. If you fear something, you will go nowhere near it. But if you're scared, it's okay. I want to ask you, what are you fearful of? Are you fearful of losing a loved one? Are you fearful of having success? Are you fearful of not doing your best, not being able to do your best? Whatever it is, I can guarantee you one thing: it's going to be okay. I can guarantee you that. Look, as you get older, you learn about the facts of life. And sometimes the facts of life are not what you thought they really were. You know, the facts of life is like you have to be a man when you grow up. You can't continue to be a man in years and a boy in your mind. What I'm saying is here, when you get to that 19, 20, 21, 22, you should put aside all your childish things. You should start wanting to have something, not being afraid to take a chance on yourself. A lot of times we don't want to take a chance on ourselves because we're afraid of what? A failing. Newsflash. Everybody has failed. Even the ones who have success have failed. Even the ones who didn't make it have failed. But they didn't give up. This key is not giving up. See, we want to measure success about having billions of dollars, 2-3 story house. Having success is being happy where you are. So what are you fearful of? To live in fear takes away all your hopes and dreams because you're afraid to do anything. Now, some people say, hey, Lee, there's a difference. Fear and scared are the same thing. No, that's a difference. There is a difference. When you're scared of something, you will go near it and deal with it. But when you fear something, shoot, man, you ain't like people have phobias of they fear snakes. They see a snake on TV, they run out the room. But if you're scared of a snake, you deal with the snake. Everybody is fearful of something. But be mindful. No matter what you're going through, I can guarantee you one thing: it's going to be okay as long as you make God a part of your life. That's the what if guarantee. What if? What if you conquered your fears? Now a word from my sponsor. Something wrong with your tax says, who you gonna call?
Price Taxes.
They ain't afraid of audit. If you want your taxes done right, don't think twice. Call Price Taxes. The numbers are 901-828-5422 or 901-604-9227. Call Larry or Diane Price for your taxes. Don't think twice. Call Price Taxes. I guess everyone wants somewhere because she don't sound like she enthused. Something wrong with your tax says, who you gonna call?
Price Taxes.
She didn't go to Price Taxes. Y'all have a blessed day. Go to Price Taxes. If you want the taxes done right, don't think twice. Call Price Taxes. And we're back. Look, this is the thing, good people. Life. People want to hold on to certain cliches and everything. Say it's something that's in. Oh, I'm just life. Life be lifing. Life been lifing for a long time. But the fear, to conquer your fears, it speaks about it in the Bible. I'm not a Bible thumper, but I know it speaks about it inside the Bible, about conquering your fears, not being fearful of doing the right thing. Look, people, I know I don't have all the answers. All I'm trying to do is get your mind in the right place so you can go out and be the best that you can possibly be. Because when you stop fearing certain things, you won't have a problem helping people. Because when you fear things, I can't give you this right here because if I give you this right here, I won't have anything. You know, I can recall when I used to donate platelets and blood at St. Jude. I used to go around with flyers and ask people to donate to St. Jude to help the children and all those things. And they said, I don't have no extra blood. I said, what if your child was sick? What would you do then? Well, that's a different story. It's a different story for the other parents, right? What if they thought like you thought? Your child would perish. So quit having those fears of not wanting to give and help people because you fear that they won't do the same thing in return. Cast those things aside and do what needs to be done. That's all I've been saying to people. That's all I've been saying. You know, we have to conquer our fears. Look at me. I'm doing my podcast, right? Me personally, like I say, hey, I'm not that much of a talker. People say that I love to talk. No, I really don't. I love to laugh. I love to, to find peace within myself, and I do love to help people. It's just me. Now I've grown into this right here, and this might be my calling. You know, to help people navigate through the troubles of life, to help them get out of that fearful water, because that fearful water can drown not only you but all your loved ones. Pastor Lee Craft, you don't know what you're talking about, Lee Craft. Shoot, the devil is a liar. Look, think about it for a second. Our DNA as men is to have courage and to conquer those fears. And how you conquer your fears? Just say you have a girlfriend, or you have a husband, right? And somebody's attacking your child, and you know you can't fight. What you gonna do? That cow gonna have courage in it. I'm just saying. Something gonna ignite that fire inside of you, and you gonna do what you gotta do to protect your loved one. That's all I'm saying. You gonna conquer that fear that day. Because if you don't, you never be the same. That probably was a bad example. Like my children always said, Dad, you're not a good storyteller. Your examples are terrible. They ain't lying. But I'm not fearful of being wrong or making mistakes. But what comes from the heart reaches the heart. I like my shirt. I wore my shirt. Low Baby's my mother's 80th birthday when she was in the land of the living, and like I said, shoot, fear. My mother passed away. Shoot, man, we gave her a great home going. Just saying, she helped me conquer my fears of going to visit a loved one, to see them lay in a rest state. Yep. So, like I said, people, I know I probably went too far with some of my stories that I was saying this morning about Fort Conky Field, but you know exactly what I'm saying because you've been listening to me for a while. So, like I said, what comes from the heart reaches the heart. So, with that being said, this is Lee Craft. This is my podcast, What If. If you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com or go to Anchor, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, all the beautiful apps. For the animated black man, the white beard, smiling and profiling, and finally realizing that y'all trying to size me up. One band, one sound. Together, we got an opportunity to turn this whole world around. But in order to have a real conversation, you have to have real people. If you want to have a real conversation, have a blessed day. And please find time and make time to tell God, thank you. Conquer your fears. Have a blessed day.